Hello, my name is Harj Gill and I'm the creator of the Speed Equity System, a revolutionary equity acceleration and mortgage reduction program that could help you slash years off your mortgage and save you tens to hundreds of thousands of dollars in interest. This is not a bi-weekly payment plan. I'm also the international best-selling author of How to Own Your Home Years Sooner that explains my Speed Equity System in depth. I launched my system in Australia way back in 1997. Since that time, I've helped over 500,000 people and started a grassroots consumer movement that revolutionized the entire mortgage and banking industries in Australia and New Zealand. My Speed Equity System is now spread to 8 different countries. In 2003, the Australian subsidiary of HSBC, the third largest bank in the world, developed a mortgage product called a Home Smart Home Loan that was specifically designed to work with my Speed Equity System. My system has been reviewed and approved of by leading financial experts and publications including Personal Investment Magazine, the Melbourne Age, the Sunday Times, just to name a few. You can read these reviews and watch my TV interviews, including the latest ones on NBC's Saving You Money segment by clicking the Press and Testimonials menu tabs on my website. What I'd like to do now is show you a story that was featured on a national current affairs TV program in Australia called Today Tonight. It shows ordinary people achieving extraordinary results using the Speed Equity System. And this is exactly what I'll be teaching you how to do in my upcoming seminar at REAPS.
Well, we initially had our family home up in Byford. We got that around 86 and we were still paying off the mortgage when we met Harj.
Everybody's looking for something.
I met Harj through a friend of mine and he passed the book on to me, so I snapped it up very quickly.
What they ended up doing was paying it off in 4, and in that 4 years they're now mortgage free.
The only thing I do know is I wish I'd discovered it 20 years ago.
West side, uptown or down.
These people have got a lot to smile about. They're saving tens of thousands of dollars and creating a wealth base that will set them up for a very comfortable retirement. How did they do it? Well, they say it's all thanks to this little red book and a man called Harj Gill, who's rewritten the rules of owning your own home.
Our 20-year mortgage was going to be paid off in 8, but we paid it off in
4.
4.
Nick and Christine Randall had been labouring under a 20-year mortgage when we met them in 1997. Their mortgage a financial ball and chain holding them down, each payment barely touching the principal. 4 years later, Nick and Christine own 2 properties, have almost paid off their 3rd and are looking to buy their 4th, including this farm in northern Tasmania.
Nothing really changed. It's just that we now manage, like we've got a budget, which I never did before, and having to get all the bills together and put them all in. And it's a bit of a game actually, because like you can think, oh, you know, what if we went and bought a new car, and you can kind of put that into the calculations and it'll show you how much longer it'll extend your loan for.
I should own my first home by the time I'm 32.
26-year-old Emma Mann is a graphic designer who's just bought her first home. And thanks to that little red book, she could buy her second in just a few years.
Already I'm probably technically on the home loan about $1,000 ahead, but in reality I've actually got about $20,000 sitting in the loan, so it's saving me a lot of money.
I'm very humble that people are actually going out, taking this information and applying it, because for me it was all about making a difference in people's lives, and I believe that we've been very successful in doing that. This is one of those little gems that show you how to cut the term of your home loan significantly.
When Harj Gill first told us about home equity loans in 1997, it was not a well-known concept. 4 years later, Harj knows thousands of people are using this method to own their homes sooner.
Well, I can say that firstly the banks aren't too happy about it, but we've sold over 100,000 copies of our book. In Australia, you know, that's quite overwhelming, and we're very happy that it's not just the book that did this, but it was the people who bought the book, who read it, passed it on to their friends, and collectively they went to their banks and said, we want this product.
For years, banks have sold us the traditional home loan. You borrow the money, make monthly repayments. 25 years later, you might own your home. Equity or mortgage offset loans allow your income to be paid directly into your mortgage. Interest is calculated daily, which means you're beating the interest down faster. All banks know about it, but they won't offer it. You have to ask. Nick and Christine did, and the response?
The banks, this is what gets me, the banks keep on saying, oh, well, you're probably not going to be able to manage your credit line, your Visa card. And, hey, we've saved $97,000 by managing that. It's a very patronising attitude. And a lot of people out there are paying $97,000 for the banks to manage them.
Harj Gill wrote a very meaningful book, and he was wanting to help charity at the same time. So he came and saw us at the Variety Club. And I read the book, and there it was, all revealed.
Jeff Newman might know the weather, but he could never understand the bank's 20-year forecast for his mortgage repayments. The home equity principle has, he says, changed everything.
It was a revelation. For years, the banks had been carrying on. Everybody couldn't understand why they kept on paying a lot of money off their mortgage, and it never got any smaller. And this is what it exposed.
But you must manage your equity loan properly, or you can end up owing as much as you borrowed and then some.
With a revolving line of credit, the first thing you must understand is that it automatically doesn't help you to pay it off. You must have a plan, a mortgage reduction plan. So what we tell people is to understand the concept fully, because it's not only about having your income going into your mortgage and then drawing your expenses out and then hoping for the best. It's actually about taking control of your mortgage.
Nick and Christine have done exactly that. Now that the kids have left home, retirement could come early. And they've got that little red book and themselves to thank for it.
Luckily, thanks to Harj, we've been given a lot of freedom.